Hi everyone, I'm Engineer Maker by name from Iceland Autos. Basically, you will be looking at an Audi A7 2013 Sportback. Basically, we had an issue with this vehicle with a message on the dashboard telling us gearbox overheating, adopt a driving style. When we had diagnosed this vehicle, first of all, that's the first thing you will do. It brought fault codes of the transmission being overheated. It talks about the torque converter having high temperature. Now in our diagnostics we found out that we had an issue with the flow of fluid, the transmission fluid from the gearbox down through the cooling unit. Now we found out that the filter is being blocked. The filter where this oil moves from the gearbox to the cooler, it's been blocked. So what we did quickly was to open the filter and we cleaned it. You can see the system. Normally the oil moves from the transmission via the filter down to the cooler and back to the transmission again to maintain the temperature of the oil or the fluid, the transmission fluid in the gearbox. So because these filters were blocked, we were not having the flow of this fluid from the gearbox down to the cooler, and therefore this gearbox now rise in temperature and stuck in the gearbox. The oil rise in temperature and stuck in the gearbox, and we have this message coming on the dashboard. So quickly we pulled out our filter, cleaned it and replaced it back, and it fixed the problem. But I advise that the filter be changed. When you change the filter, you find out that you have a free flow of this oil. It will now move from the gearbox via the filter to the cooler and back to the filter, then back to the transmission, thereby maintaining the temperature of the fluid inside the transmission. So this was how we were able to fix this particular problem. And once we did that, we have driven our car for more than 2 hours and such message is not coming again. Thank you very much for watching. You do have a good day. I believe all this simple explanation would have solved your gearbox issue when you have such message coming in your dashboard. Actually, this problem has caused a lot of people to change their gearbox, not knowing that this is just a little issue of flow of the transmission fluid not being cool. Thank you.